Strikes Back. There's a lot of us today.
There are a lot of us. I think we possibly broke the legs off the couch.
Yes, it's kind of sunk this couch.
That's okay. It's from Savers.
I feel like it's fantastic furniture. It feels very fantastic.
Ooh.
That's because we're on it.
Why are you making weird noises? You beatboxing now?
Did you burp
No, she beatboxes.
on camera?
Well, the episode is all about music today. It's all about Steph as well.
Steph-
so beatboxing.
Steph's been very
in the
busy.
theme.
She's interviewed everyone on the entire episode tonight, so that's why we haven't invited her to sit on the couch.
I feel like everything's about Steph. Every episode.
She's
I feel
so
like-
wonderful.
I feel like we miss out. Let's ban Steph.
Steph Strikes Back.
Oh,
Yes!
SBS is another
We're gonna
network.
say
I don't know. I don't think we are.
but we do have a good show, and she's done really well. She's interviewed Alyce Platt, who you may have known from.
Sale of the century.
And who else do we have?
We have Michael Paynter as well.
Yep.
From The Voice?
Yeah, he just toured Australia as well, and #1 album this week.
He's lucky to have a
Buy
voice.
it.
And I think there was another contestant from The Voice who is on tonight. Is it
Emily Brough.
James has got that down pat.
I just like Emily's name. It's Brough.
Brah.
It's great.
I like Brah.
Good name.
I'm intimidated by this microphone.
Are you scared?
Yeah, it just keeps appearing. It's just there.
I'm sharing.
But look, it's double. My question about Stephanie Platt. Is that her name?
No, Alyce Platt.
Well, see, it's Stephanie's show.
Stephanie
Does she
interviews
do
Alyce
this
Platt
when she sings? Does she present things? I know this doesn't look right.
because of Sale of the Century.
No, here we
Yeah,
go.
there's the link.
Shall we go and see what
That's a
Steph
good
has
idea.
done?
Let's all throw to her like this.
Hey everyone, I'm in St Kilda in Barclay Street where we have some amazing live performances and everything's going on here, especially in the summer. I'm here with the lovely Alyce Platt. How are you going?
I'm very well and nice to be here. Hello.
Well, thank you so much for chatting to us today because you have had an amazing career so far. And can you tell us a little bit about your experiences?
Wow, which one? Today's experience?
Well, let's go sort of further in the past, you know, your biggest achievements up until thus now.
Boy, I don't know. Depends on who people would. I'm not sure what my biggest achievement is. I think my most recognisable achievements have been on Sale of the Century and Sons and Daughters. I think they're the two sort of main signposts at the moment in my career that have been fantastic, and yeah, it's been good. So I'm very much part of the of the Australian television catalogue, I suppose, in people's memories. I don't think it's really gone away that much.
Amazing. And tonight you're playing at Clay Pots, and that's a regular thing for you?
It is. It's the first time I've ever had such a long-standing residency, and the most interesting, I don't know about whether it's the most interesting, but what's really lovely is that there's often, there's fans that come back all the time. I suppose I can call them fans. And then there's people who just drop in, and often there's people who are travelling from overseas, and they relate to me on a singer, basis rather than my history. So there's often. I think being a television person, having had that many years on television, you can't help but have that first impression with people.
So Alyce, I've heard so many rumours around that you have not only, to add to your versatile repertoire, you're actually getting into the fashion world.
Yeah, sort of. I've created a couple of products, and I had a couple of ideas for them, and they all kind of came out at the same time, and then as a result of that I created a concept called My Essentials Alyce Platt, which is a website, and one of the products I'm actually wearing at the moment, which is my focus pendant, which is
I really like this.
actually, yeah, it's actually a optical lens, and it's for discreet reassurance when you can't read a menu or whatever. Yeah, and it looks like a piece of jewellery, and I've designed it so it's like a plectrum of a guitar.
Okay, so what are you working on at the moment in terms of your musical career?
Okay, I am planning on releasing a single early this year, like sort of around April, May, and then following on with an album. So that's actually my number one priority and focus at the moment. And I've got it'll be a mixture of some original songs and reworking of some covers and, yeah, some gems.
Will it be a style that people don't know of, or is it?
No, it'll have kind of a, I suppose, cruisy sort of element to it. It'll be very contemporary. Don't know that I can liken it to anything actually, but yeah, it's going to have a whole lot of influences, like across the genres of my influences. So there'll be pop and jazz influences and some R&B, that kind of thing.
Don't have time for broken hearts, no, I don't have time for broken hearts, no. And I don't have time for broken hearts, no.
Welcome back to the Steph special, music special.
Khadra met Alyce.
Pardon?
That's her
Khadra
surname.
met Alyce.
Hakuna Matata.
Khadra
No,
met Alyce.
that's the Lion King.
Halamentaras.
I went to
Correct.
that kebab van.
Kalamata
in
Olives.
Mooney Pond. I said one Khadra met Alyce.
We're speaking about Steph, our other presenter, who's not on the couch tonight, but she's done all the interviews today.
And she's done a great job. We have to give her that. Kudos.
Just
Yeah.
great. And she knows music, and everybody's musical on this episode. We're about to talk to Michael Paynter.
Should we be musical?
Is he a painter?
No, he's a carpenter.
Oh,
He's
right,
multi-talented. He's also owns a production company.
Yeah.
So
I feel like we should sing in this episode.
right. You always drag me into this stuff. You always drag me in.
Hakuna Matata. It
Uh,
means no worry.
Champagne.
Like, I think it's sing Steph's Greek. We can sing something Greek, can't we?
Steph is Greek, isn't she? Yeah.
Semata.
Hang on, let me get some plates. Let's break some plates on the floor.
Can we go see Michael?
Yeah.
Back to the meantime. Let's go see him.
I can feel you pull away. Try to work this out, but there's just no words to say. Ooh, it's so hard letting you go. Ooh, when it's only you I know. 'Cause I've given you all I can. We've been us so long now I don't know who I am. Ooh, now it's all just slipping away. Ooh, and I'll never find the words to make it okay. It's like I stood under the sky as the stars collapse. Then I'll never let a heartbreak hold me back. I'm singing oh, oh, oh. Everything we've been, it was blazing down. But my fear fell away as it hit the ground. Now I'm singing oh, oh. Those weary stars will warm my heart. Those weary stars.
Well, hello everyone. I'm here at the Toff in town with none other than the amazing Michael Paynter. How you doing?
I'm not sure about amazing, but I'm doing good. I'm here.
You're here. You made it here because you've had a very busy schedule. Where have you come from?
I flew in from Brisbane this morning, and I think I was on the only flight that wasn't delayed.
That's good.
So I was very lucky, but I think Imogen was not so lucky.
Well, it's good that you're finally here because you have about 300 people coming to see you tonight.
Yeah, good. It would have been awkward if the curtains opened and there was nothing there. I was in the Qantas Club, eating quinoa. It would have been very awkward.
And tell us a little bit about this amazing tour. So this is for the Weary Tears. Is this the album?
Weary Stars.
Weary Stars, that's right.
Same letters. It's kind of just jumbled around there.
Okay.
Close enough. I'm pretty sure Google would pick that up and say, "Did you mean Weary Stars?" So Weary Tears, go for it. Yeah, I'm pumped. It's good to be on the road. It's good to have the album out and for people to be able to buy things at gigs, which is a little strange. I never had anything to sell at a gig. I've only ever done gigs and played music, and now I can play music and go sell stuff.
So what are you selling? Just albums, right?
Just albums, but just an album that's been 7 years in the making. So it's good to have it there.
Amazing. So tell us a little bit about the making of the album. You obviously have your own production company. So is that how you've made this album? Like, have you done it yourself, or have you had to work with other people?
No, we did it. We produced and recorded it at my house, which is very cool. When I left Sony and sort of went on my own, I just decided that there was sort of no more waiting, so I just sort of took control and made it over. There's 2 songs on there that I made in LA, so they're kind of carried over. But the rest, we just got to work and started putting it together, and yeah.
So how long ago did you leave Sony exactly?
It was in 2012.
Okay, so not long ago.
11.
Okay, and since then has been sort of, because you've been on The Voice since, has that helped you sort of get back, get your own independent label kind of back?
I think I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
Yes, no, it's been good. The show's been good for. I think the biggest mistake people make with these things is thinking that the show is everything. The show's going to make you or break you, or it's not. So if the show is just like a really big lot of gigs over 3 months.
Can we put this down to another lesson learned? This is one more page that I just can't wait to turn. Tell me one last thing as you leave. Will you try it all again to find another me? It's like the sun under the sky as the stars collapse, and I'll never let a heartbreak hold me back. I'm singing So what is it like being sort of behind the scenes as well as, being in the front and being an artist?
I feel like I'm much preferring the behind-the-scenes roles. I feel like as I get older, I'm kind of being steered more and more behind the computer rather than in front of people. But I still love performing, and it's what I'm good at. It's what I do, and it's just nice to. I think as you go through different seasons in life, and it's good to have different things to keep you interested.
And obviously being a producer now, you obviously have a lot more musical control over what you produce on your album.
Yeah, I've always had a lot of control. Sony was always very good to me. They weren't very controlling at all with what I recorded or how it sounded. They just let me go. And the people that put me to work with, I think, identified that I was a musician, not just a singer. So I've always kind of been very hands-on with what I've done. But it's good to, if I want to put out a reggae song, I can put out a reggae song.
Oh, that's right, definitely.
Tell me not to.
Exactly. Or you'd have to fire yourself, wouldn't you? Sing yourself. So when you're not being a busy producer, owning a company, or touring around the world, Australia, what do you do?
I cook.
Oh, okay.
I work out. It's about all my life revolves around, but that's very busy.
So what kind of workouts do you do? Just find a gym around tour, or?
Yeah, I'll do anything. I was saying to someone this morning, I was in, when I was auditioning for The Voice, we stayed in this really terrible hotel in Chinatown, and didn't have a gym, and they didn't even have any chairs or desks in the room. So I ended up in the reception of the hotel working out, like literally where people were checking in.
Are you kidding? What, using
The chairs that were in the tables in the entrance.
to do dips or
To do dips, handstand push-ups, the whole bit. I was there like 6:15. There's not many people there. But I thought, mate, if you're not going to at least put a friggin' chair in my room, this is what you get. So.
Well, there you go, guys. If anyone out there is ever on tour and they see a desk, some chairs, just do some dips. How do you... Oh, yeah, you'd use the chair and do bench press.
You can use anything.
Pretty much. There's no excuse.
No,
As all those big, they.
no excuse. No excuse.
Well, that was Michael Paynter, another fabulous Australian talent here that we're lucky enough to have.
Great painter.
Yeah, there wasn't much painting. Mike,
I missed the painting.
oh, he's carpenter. There wasn't much building either. No, but this guy here, he's one of our Australian talented exports as well. He's a multi-talented man, aren't you?
Ethnic Australian.
Ethnic. What is your ethnic background?
It's actually a mystery.
A personal question.
I like
is
people
it like
to
asking
guess.
age?
I'm like Gonzo from Sesame Street. You just don't know what I am.
Are you a mixed bag of lollies?
No, I'm not.
Are you a bit of a cocktail?
Sorry, what
He's
was
a
that?
Do you want a cocktail?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bit of a cocktail mix.
Has to be
I thought the
turned
Sex
around
Pro
into
episode was
something
last one.
dirty.
Adam's he's a wrestler. He.
Let me take that, James. Just in case.
I've got
The Willies? What?
Proceed.
Anyway, yes, I am a professional wrestler.
He's a wrestler.
What else are you good at? Tell us.
Takes his clothes off.
James is going to tell us what he's good at.
There we go. Okay, all right. Let's go to an ad break.
Cover your
Find
kids'
Adam
eyes
some new
quickly.
clothes. We'll be back. We'll find braces. We'll find.
Solar panels. That seems like a good deal. $2,500 over a year.
You watch the ads.
Yeah, of course I did.
You're one of a kind.
How can you watch the ads when you're here?
Don't ask questions.
Yana,
you
it's
have
the
the
magic of
Do you have
television.
the media schedule or something?
Yeah,
Do you know someone on the inside?
I booked Basily's Garden. I've got a real vendetta against this guy.
Yeah, really, but don't, because we're on the same network.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I thought he was the king of this network.
He is.
So
Yeah,
I'm
don't mess
finished.
with Vasily.
He's like the Bert Newton of Channel 31.
He is. Without a wig. He's got real hair, Vasily.
You sure?
Yeah.
And an accordion. Why are we still talking about? Speaking of accordions, we've got
Emily Brough.
Brough,
Brough.
who's a great singer, and she was from The Voice, and Metaxas was able to interview her. She's interviewed everyone in this show. Well,
Who's the taxes?
Steph.
Steph,
How many nicknames are we going to have
Do our viewers
for Steph on the show?
my friend Steph Metaxas.
Steph, otherwise known as Stiffy.
Steph in Metaxas.
Let's go check out Stephanie and Emily. Pratt.
Steph, bless.
And Emily. Bruh.
Metaxas,
Stiffy.
bless.
Stiffy.
You see the truth, oh simple heart, it beats stronger than you. Like a seed in the wind, if you don't catch it, it'll blow away. But if you give it all it needs, it'll bloom. So what happened yesterday seems like a million miles away. Can you leave the lies you hold to find the truth there in your soul? Oh, now do you believe you're an angel lost in the light? But your halo's not around your head, it's all around your heart. It's all around your heart. It's all around your heart. It's all around your heart.
Hi everyone, I am standing next to an amazingly talented and unique artist here. I'm with Imogen Brough. How you going?
I'm good, thank you.
And I've had the privilege of just hearing your sound check. It just absolutely blew me away, just like your song did as well, Hard. Tell us a little bit about that track in particular.
Yeah, well, it's pretty special to me. It's going to be released this Friday, so Valentine's Day, and it's my first single, so it's my debut single. And I've worked long and hard on it, and we finally got to the point where we're bringing it out. So hopefully people like it and appreciate it. It's a little bit different. I've tried to incorporate my sound as an artist, so that Celtic kind of stuff with pop music, so it can become a bit more radio worthy. So yeah, it's been a lot of work.
So listening to your vocal range, obviously it's very unique. Is there a lot of specific training that you go through to get that? Because it's a lot of very classical, and I'm just wondering sort of where that sound, how that sound comes out, that beautiful sound.
Oh, thank you. It's actually it's kind of funny. I've been asked before, have I done classical training? And I did 2 lessons back in the end of year 12 because I was auditioning for some music courses. But apart from that, it's always been contemporary music that I studied, and I did a Bachelor of Music Performance at the VCA, so here in Melbourne, which opened my eyes up to different sounds a voice can make and create. And I've always loved that Celtic kind of sound, so it was just something that I was really passionate about, and I loved the way it made me feel, so I started writing in that sort of similar style. Yeah.
And who do you listen to that's very similar to your style?
Florence and the Machine is a big one, London Grammar, and then some world music artists, so I'm inspired by Enya, Lorena McKennett, who's a Canadian amazing singer, and Platt, who are from Ireland. So yeah, a random kind of bunch of musicians and different artists, but they all sort of mould into one thing, and I'm trying to be that one thing.
You know my name, oh simple heart, you beat deep within me, like a child playing games, won't have to seek for what you'll never hide. Now here I am, free and I'm found, I'm alive. Oh.
You're just absolutely unique, even just listening to you then. It's just absolutely amazing. And talking about being independent and that kind of artist, how do you go about, obviously not having a label attached to your name?
I've never known any different because I've always been independent and, booking my own gigs and all that sort of thing. But I guess coming off The Voice, I've had many more opportunities with gigs because people start knowing your name, and that's really exciting, and you have more people contacting you via Facebook and, my website. I've now got a booking agency as well that's really opened up the doors to get me more prestigious gigs around the country. So, yeah, it's just sort of tapping away at it, bit by bit, yeah.
Yeah, just everything to help you out, because obviously as you get bigger gigs, you need more people to help you out.
You do, and I think nowadays social media, especially for independent artists, does so much for you because it's free. That Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can contact anyone via those sites, and so if you can control them, in a really positive and good way, you're going to get more people following you and interested in what you're doing and all that sort of thing. So I try to work hard on that type of the industry as well.
And how do you connect with your fans?
Oh, by teasing them about music I'm bringing out. I've been annoying on Facebook and Instagram, just sort of like, I've got a single coming out, it's coming out soon. And, I'd put a little 15-second teaser up months ago, and everyone's sort of been asking, because I wanted to release the song at the end of last year, but just because of timing-wise and getting it completely perfect, it wasn't possible. So, yeah. Just that sort of thing, putting up photos of what I'm doing, different gigs that I've got, and just little clips of me singing or my little songwriting adventures. So, yeah.
So what's next for yourself? Like, what are you hoping to... So after this album, are you going to try and tour it out more, go international? What's the next step for you?
Just work on building my profile and get more original music out there, because I think that's what's going to make you different to the next artist, obviously. So I've got another single coming out depending on how well Heart does in a few months. So that's on the cards, and it's already recorded, and I'm very excited with the way it's come out. And then maybe an EP in sort of 12 months, depending on the road. But I'd love to head overseas, England, Ireland, sing over there, America one day. Yeah, so I've got some dreams, but it's just working up to those. It's exciting though.
But Melbourne's a great place to be, obviously.
In Australia, Melbourne's the best place to be performing. It's so arty and cultured. So yeah, I'm in the right city, that's for sure.
like, I love seeing it, but at the same time, I've got this feeling in me that is like, why can't I sing? Why am I tone deaf? You
You were
know?
talking about sick of seeing Steph by the end of this episode.
No, we love seeing Steph.
Might be nasty for Adam.
Blesh, Steph, blesh.
Oh,
There's
God.
going to be a lot of that at home.
You can't sing.
Steph, blesh.
I can
This
try.
really is the Steph show, isn't it?
I reckon Yana can sing. Everyone
Sing,
can
Yana.
sing.
In the shower, what happens in the shower stays in the shower. You know what I mean?
Good. I'll be there.
Hey, kid, we're going
Wait.
with the dirty jokes.
Jans, the only way to get out of this,
Oh,
the
wow.
only way to get out of this is to actually sing for us.
Oh my God.
We'll clap.
Okay.
This is like the weekly challenge for Yana. She's got to do something.
And I will always love you.
I love how she chooses the hardest song in the history of the world
Whitney
to
Houston.
sing.
Love you, babe.
She's dead.
Okay.
God bless her soul.
You have to be a downer, don't you?
Well, thanks very much, Steph,
Thanks
for
for
all your hard
watching.
work this week.
Yep.
Good job, Salamantaris.
I'm sure you're due for a Greek medal of some kind. Do they have a TV medal?
In Lonsdale Street.
Lonsdale Street Festival.
We'll
Yeah.
see you guys next week on Media Strikes Back. I hope you enjoyed today's episode.
We got
Take
more
care.
for you. Check us out on Facebook. Everywhere. We're everywhere.
Social media. Konnichiwa.
Yasu!
Sayonara.
Ciao.
Do svidanya. Yes.
Buonasera.
Cheers.
Hi, Mum.
Is that what language is that?